Every Saturday, my grandma came to our house at the first light of morning, when everyone was still asleep. I could hear her as she opened the freezer to put in the popsicles she brought for me. I remember the stories she used to tell me before bed, or when I cried over something silly I couldn't have, to remind me that I was lucky. She told me what it was like before, how the world had been degraded to dust. People burned everything they couldn't use to make space for a piece of land where they could feel the earth. Even the rain couldn't wash away the dirt. It seemed like our planet was the only one left, because you couldn't see the stars in the sky. There was no sky. It was hidden beneath a veil of smoke and darkness. But her grandparents were bright. They were among the patch keepers, those who saved us. I am lucky. We all are. To feel the sand beneath my bare feet when I walk along the coast. I can enter the ocean because it is no longer our enemy. I can see the sun and feel its warmth. I have a roof over my head to keep me warm when the sun slowly goes down. We all found shelter in this plastic seashell, bringing us closer to nature. God is nature, she used to repeat to me over and over, making me believe that God may exist and cares for us. Each year, we all gather together to celebrate our existence, to remember and pass on the story. She told me that the circle is the perfect form of living. It represents hope for infinity. When more people join, the circle grows bigger and bigger, leaving the center clean and pure. And now, it is my turn to perform. To remind those who watch that in the world they shaped for us, we can all reach the center by taking the same number of steps.
My name is Marina Soil, and I am a farmer. I am 30 years old and work on a vertical farm on one of the immense towers of Plastica, the city that my parents, along with other mainland visionaries, built on the endless garbage patch here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Plastica is the manifesto of the resilience of human beings. It was not built to survive an increasingly inhospitable mainland, but to bring life to a place that represented the failure of humanity, to purify it, redeem it, resurrect it. The immense towers of Plastica soar over the ocean proud and teeming with life. Green as dry land is now no more. Its hardworking, tireless citizens live in harmony and counteract a common purpose: to clean up the ocean and save the living things that the Great Garbage Patch threatens to make disappear. I work in one of the large towers in Plastica's central space. Here are the vertical farms, the green heart that gives nourishment, oxygen, life and hope to all inhabitants. Within these spaces, the fruits of the earth grow far from it, but they remind us, with their scents and colors, of the great cultivated fields. Only here, all vegetables and fruits grow free of pollution. They arrive on our tables without a drop of pesticide being spilled, and not a single man being exploited. The people of Plastica can enjoy their food in a way that for millennia, our brothers and sisters on the mainland have forgotten. The vegetables and fruits we grow, in hydroponics and aeroponics, in the ultra-technological and ecological laboratories that our engineers have developed, are sold at the market to city residents. Table scraps are then used to get energy from the bioreactors, and the resulting compost is turned into the nutrient solutions that will support the growth of other plants. This circular movement of energy enables life for all of us here on Plastica. Here, nothing is wasted and everything can be reused to contribute to everyone's well-being. In Plastica, everyone does his part, and all decisions are taken after every voice, even the faintest, has been heard by the community. There are plenty of occasions for residents to freely express their ideas, in the many spaces dedicated to discussion. There is no room for prevarication here, and the common good comes before the self-interest of each of us. This is Plastica, and I'm not just one of the many farmers in one of its towers. I am Marina Soil, and together with the other inhabitants, I am a spark of hope for the land and especially for my fellow human beings. I am the demonstration that it is possible to change, and that not all is lost.
Welcome to Polizon City, the pinnacle of sustainable living, situated in the heart of the Pacific Garbage Patch. Our city is a testament to human ingenuity and environmental responsibility. Live in harmony with nature. Join a community committed to sustainability. Join us and be part of the solution. Be part of the future.
Hello, my name is Jack, and I'm a retired Navy. Some months ago, I was approached in the street by two secret agents to offer me a job opportunity. The job consisted in prison security, but a very special prison. This one is floating in the middle of the Pacific. There, the prisoners have no escape, no one will find them, separate from any commercial route and mimetished with the Great Pacifica Garbage Patch. The first idea was to have a conventional high-security prison, but which wasn't very comfortable for the inmates. But because of the experimental nature of it, not all the prisoners will be the most dangerous or powerful in the world. So the first idea was humanized. The prison is a humanized panopticon, as it follows this typology of a cylindrical volume with the cells in the perimeter and control zones in the center of the plan. In this case, the center of the plan is an interior patio, where there are located all the leisure activities. In the sea level, we have all the common uses, like the kitchen and dining room, laundry showers, our main offices, medical rooms, technical rooms, and a workshop. The inmates will have the possibility to study or work, especially in activities related in the plastic emergency, they will be able to study, gather plastics, try to create something with them, or find a way, clean the oceans. The spaces for us workers are very nice, as we spent majority of the time there because the prison is almost automatized. We are just there to check the correct functioning of everything. But we have to be prepared, you never know, when a riot can happen.
In a future where humanity has retreated to floating cities amidst a sea of waste, here I am, Lua, a resilient and visionary young woman who dreams of bringing joy and wonder to her fellow inhabitants of the garbage island. When I stumble upon the ruins of an ancient amphitheater buried beneath layers of garbage, I see an opportunity to resurrect a forgotten relic and restore a sense of beauty and wonder to her community. With the help of my 5 loyal companions, I embark on the monumental task of clearing away the debris and restoring the dilapidated structure to its former glory. In a future where the world's oceans are overwhelmed by plastic waste, within this sprawling metropolis lies an extraordinary structure. The Amphitheater of Echoes. Hi, my name is Amelie. I am a 30-year-old painter from France, and I recently had the incredible opportunity to participate in an artist retreat in the Pacific Ocean. The retreat is surrounded by the endless expanse of the ocean. It was the perfect setting to find inspiration and immerse myself in my art. I was surrounded by fellow artists from all over the world, each bringing their unique perspectives and talents. We shared our work, exchanged ideas, and encouraged one another, creating an atmosphere of mutual support and inspiration. From the outside, the building exudes a sense of transparency and openness. The glass facades create a mirror-like surface that reflects the surrounding environment, and it keeps changing with the time of day and the movement of the exterior louvers. This design element not only enhances the building's aesthetic appeal, but also integrates it harmoniously into its surroundings. The transparency of the glass ensures that the interior is bathed in natural light, creating a bright and welcoming atmosphere.
In the heart of Garbage Island, Luca, a young scientist, resides in an attic-turned-energy laboratory. For 5 years, Luca has dedicated his efforts to innovative solutions amidst the ocean of waste. Within the laboratory, various equipment serve distinct purposes. One collects plastic debris, another ingeniously converts waste into energy, and a recycling unit breathes new life into certain materials. Amidst the hum of machinery, communal areas provide respite and fertile ground for idea exchange among the tireless researchers. While dimness pervades the working spaces beneath the ocean surface, the connecting corridors offer a stark contrast. Bathed in natural light and adorned with flourishing trees, hinting at the promise of renewal. For Luca, witnessing the gradual purification of the sea fuels a sense of purpose. Each day brings tangible progress toward a cleaner, more sustainable future. As plastic waste morphs into a vital energy source, the floating city edges closer to self-sufficiency, buoyed by Luca's efforts and those of their colleagues. Amidst the swirling currents of innovation and determination, Luca finds solace in knowing that their work contributes to a world where even the most daunting challenges can be transformed into opportunities for progress.
Diary Day 1. I'm Andre, a data scientist and environmental engineer working and living for IROTA, Interdisciplinary Research for Ocean Debris Assessment. This establishment started as a project and grew up into being a city. My parents were the first participating marine biologists in this project. I was born here, in Nymphaea on 21st April 2032. And today, 24th March 2070, I decided to record my days, simply because I don't believe in humans. I don't believe we will be for long here. So at least I want to leave some of my memories with it, as well as, of course, some data that we extracted from the experiments and research. Even though I make part of the research, there are too much going on right now. Since this political unification or coalition, whatever you call, of the countries to battle climate change and pollution of air, seas, etc., and growing attention to this serious topic, we have a very big migration of volunteers to our artificial city, Nymphaea. To accommodate the burgeoning population, Nymphaea City began a dramatic expansion to the east and west. This linear growth wasn't just strategic, it was vital for capturing ocean debris and ensuring the city's sustainability. the concept of modular units emerged as a beacon of innovation. By employing 4.5 meter by 4.5 meter modules, the city crafted versatile building layouts tailored to diverse resident profiles. Singles, elderly couples, families of 5, people with disabilities, etc. As waves of immigrants arrived, the demand for housing became urgent, almost desperate. Precast hempcrete blocks and steel framing structures offered a lifeline, enabling the rapid construction of energy-efficient homes. These housing units, open on both sides, guaranteed essential airflow and sunlight. Adaptability became a cornerstone of the design, incorporating elements like vegetation, frosted glass, and shading panels to harmonize with the environment. Modularity was key, but so was resilience. In an uncertain world, the city had no choice but to embrace flexibility and innovation, ensuring it could withstand whatever the future might bring.
Ladies and gentlemen, long time no see. It is with great pleasure that I hasten to inform you that the finals of the Tournament of Power are being held among the worst of the worst. Straight from the floating prison of AI Catraz, the fighters will fight in an epic battle in the Joyland Stadium. We remind you of the main prize and amnesty from the world government and the winner of the tournament receiving complete freedom. The people's favorite is still Sonny Svensson, who once made money on bets on such fights, and you, dear viewers, do not hesitate to make money on him and others like him. The fighters went through a long journey of selections, exhibition fights and tournament stages. Only the strongest reach the finals. Don't miss the event of the year. The tournament will take place on June 27th, 23-24. Book your seats, and welcome to Joy Lands.
As the sun rises over Marescape, I begin my day with a sense of purpose, eager to dive into the challenges and opportunities that await in our floating city. My name is Daphne. I'm an environmental scientist born and raised in Marescape, passionate about the preservation of our planet's oceans. I contribute my expertise to the ongoing effort to combat the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, whose core lies at our library and research center. Constructed with a concrete framework complemented by wood secondary framing and glass panels, it comprises 6 floors, with the first 4 dedicated to the main archives, meeting rooms, co-working, computer labs, administration offices, and a cafe. The upper 2 floors feature a restaurant and a rooftop terrace, aiming to foster a collaborative environment for addressing oceanic pollution. As evening falls, the glow of the setting sun casting a warm golden hue over the city. Reflecting on each day's accomplishments at our library, I feel a profound sense of gratitude for the opportunity to make a difference in the world, one plastic bottle at a time.
Immersed in the quiet of the Italian countryside, Gigi Frappi, a solitary artist, has his serenity is disturbed by an enormous mass of plastic that threatens the oceans and is approaching the Italian coasts. Determined to find a solution, Gigi embarks on a journey to a legendary island. Once there, Gigi is faced with a sea invaded by plastic. He decides to use his artistic talent to protect the island by transforming plastic into evocative works of art. With the help of the crows, Gigi transformed the plastic recovered from the ocean into evocative and meaningful works of art. Sculptures, installations, and paintings came to life, floating on the water like messengers of hope and rebirth.
In a world abandoned and forgotten by time, a young boy named Tom embarks on a journey that will change his life forever. Lost and hungry, Tom stumbles upon a mysterious pocket watch buried beneath the dust. Little does he know, this ancient relic will transport him to a floating island made of discarded dreams and forgotten waste. Tom was riding his bicycle toward an abandoned town, unaware of what awaited him. As he walked through the empty streets, he realized the town was completely deserted. Exhausted and hungry, Tom collapsed near an old house. While lying on the ground, his hand brushed against something. A pocket watch, half buried in the dirt, began to glow. Suddenly, Tom found himself waking up in a strange new place, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Amidst the debris, he spotted a shack made from salvaged materials. It belonged to an inventor. Inside, the inventor was hard at work. Tom explained how he had arrived, showing him the glowing watch. The inventor inspected the watch. "It's broken," he said. "We need missing parts to fix it." Together, they ventured out into the dangerous island, surrounded by seagulls and toxic waste, searching for what they needed.
In the heart of a picturesque garbage town, where plastic streets wound their way past aluminium cans, there resided a Jack Russell dog named Tycho. Tycho longed for adventure, to find a place he could feel happy again, but most and foremost, where he could feel safe again. And so, on a bright morning filled with the promise of new beginnings, Tycho made a decision that would change his life forever. He would set out to explore the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Indeed, a floating city sprang from the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in a post-apocalyptic era, providing safety in the middle of chaos for all the survivors. Thousands of humans and animals found shelter in this floating city. One of its main features was, in fact, a shelter named Le Coeur Blanc, where Tycho was an indispensable member of the team. Le Coeur Blanc developed into a center of activity where locals congregated to exchange stories and resources and find comfort in one another's companionship.
For his part, Captain Hayes decided to bring to the island people who needed mainly regenerative care. The hospital, with its intensive care unit, helicopters and drones, and the ships, was also ideal for treating this type of illness. It allowed patients to disconnect from the mundane routine of the land, to relax in the middle of the ocean, a peace of mind. A healthy environment that beautifies the floating islands in the GPGP and gives rise to progressive, spontaneous growth and colonization of the island, like the spontaneous growth of daisies.
The ocean, once a symbol of life, now chokes on the remnants of the world's greed. From the poor village at its edge, the horizon reveals a sea of garbage, endless, piled high like a mountain of forgotten dreams. Each wave carries plastic, metal, and decay. Above this wasteland rises a city, perfect, untouched. It gleams with technology and wealth. The poor city struggles to survive, forgotten and ignored. A family, full of love. In their small flying vehicle, they believed in tomorrow. A mother's smile held all the promises of a life they would never live. But in a heartbeat, their world shattered. The crash tore through the sky, leaving nothing behind but wreckage and grief. From the wreckage, she emerged, broken, but not alone. Her brother, still clinging to life, was all she had left. Days pass. The girl walks through a bustling market in the poor city and snatches a piece of fruit before vanishing into the crowd. She stole not for herself, but for the brother she swore to protect. She returns home, finding her little brother lying on the floor, his skin pale, his breathing shallow. She knows what must be done. The city, the one that took everything from her, has the medicine he needs. Farah is now inside a pristine, ultra-modern lab, surrounded by futuristic machines. Holograms flicker in the background as robots move with precision. She grabs the medicine, her heart pounding. Alarms blare, neon lights flash, and she bolts for the exit. Behind her, the robots are in pursuit. She hid among the debris, her small form lost in the waste. Her brother still waiting, still dying. She finally reaches home, stumbling through the door, clutching the medicine in her hand. But it's too late. He's gone. The medicine, the chase, the fight, all too late. At the edge of the world, holding the vial of medicine, ready to throw it into the sea, where hope seemed lost, she held the future in her hands. She couldn't save her brother, but maybe, just maybe, she could save someone else. The girl who lost everything will now save what remains.
In the year 2550, Earth's land resources were depleted. Humanity turned to the ocean, creating Halo, a floating city on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Built from recycled materials, Halo is a beacon of hope for sustainable living. Halo, humanity's last hope, a city of innovation and sustainability. Life here is vibrant, community-focused, and eco-friendly. Our defenders train in facilities that blend nature and technology. In Halo's training facility, soldiers endure harsh deserts, navigate urban combat zones, float in zero-gravity space missions, and survive dense jungle environments, each simulation testing their limits. State-of-the-art facilities ensure their peak physical and mental condition. Our economy thrives on sustainability and innovation. From vertical gardens to recycled crafts, Halo is a testament to human ingenuity. Renewable energy powers our lives, as we harness the sun and the wind. James reflects on Halo's transformation. As night falls, Halo continues to thrive. Our guardians watch over us, determined to protect our future. This is Halo. Our hope. Our edge.